Hey YouTube, Renee here again. Smoking Hearth and Home's Viprati. It's a part of their Marquee series, and this is a sweet, bright, and ripe red Virginias with a fair dose of Perique and a touch of special fire cured burley. This is a hard one here. Only because, I gotta be honest, I was ready to just, write it off. Just, I didn't like it. I honestly didn't like it. I didn't get anything from it. I wasn't getting anything from it. It was just, bad. And I really wasn't getting any flavor at all, no matter what I did. And, I'd been smoking it for about 3 days. I smoke like 3 times a week, 3 times a day. Every day. That's my routine. So it was like about the third day that I had smoked it, and just nothing was happening. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna, I guess this one's just a bad one. But, I thought, well, you know what, let me just smoke it a couple more days, see what happens. So on the fourth day, I kept smoking it, and, it was, I don't know, something was there, but I just couldn't figure it out. So I gave it another day. Now, at the end of the fifth day, all of a sudden, flavor started appearing. All of a sudden, I started getting flavor from it, and it actually became a very nice blend, but it was just weird. I don't know why it happened, but it took a while for it to like blossom, like open up, I don't know why. The moisture in this tobacco is perfect right out of the tin. It's a very fine shag, so you don't really need a lot of drying time. Drying time really doesn't do much for it because it's good right out of the tin. So, yeah, just thought I'd mention that before I get into it. So, let's get into it. What am I tasting? Well, this is it's Virginia Perique. What you would expect from a Virginia Perique. It's not, there's nothing special here. But it is a little different. It does have sort of a hint of that fire cured burley that they were talking about. It kind of gives it a little strength, I think. Gives it a little, makes it a little richer, if anything. And it gives it body, But all in all, it's a Virginia Perique. It works that way. But definitely something that is very hard to smoke. At least for me, it is, only because it's very temperamental, of course, because it's Virginia. So there's not much you can do with it. Can't pop on it aggressively. You can't smoke it too much. You can't. You lose the flavor very quickly if you're not careful. And honestly, the flavor that you do get is, well, it's well blended, and it's a well blended tobacco, and the flavors are, you don't just get the Perique or the Burley or the Virginias. You actually get a Virginia Perique blend, and you do get that round, all round taste, which is good. and it makes it nice. But you know, to get there, it's work. It's not one of those things that you just light up and it starts off. Actually, one of the things that I've been finding is that it's almost like a cigar. You know, when you first start out, it doesn't really get good until you get, you know, a little bit further down the bowl. That all of a sudden it really opens up. It almost becomes sweeter. You really get the taste out. But you really have to, you know, smoke. And of course, you can't do it fast. You can't rush it. Otherwise, you burn it out. Because it's, you know, it's Virginia, so you can't do much with it. And definitely, guys, you know, for those of you who might not know, but definitely don't be expecting too much. Don't be expecting too much smoke to come out of this. It really isn't that kind of blend. You're not really going to get a lot of smoke. When you try to get a lot of smoke, that means you're burning it. You're burning out the taste, and you're just going to get a nasty taste in your mouth. Towards where if you take your time, don't puff on it too many times, and don't do it aggressively. Just small drags. You get loads of flavor that way. Of course, you risk it, you know, turning off on you. And actually, that's not really the tobacco. Actually, it's this pipe. But yeah, it's you know, I mean, all in all, would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, it's a little different. Not a lot, but it is a little different, I guess. But definitely, like I said, it's one of those blends that you need to take your time with, and you know, don't be expecting much from it. Okay, you know, keep your expectations low, and this might just be enjoyable. That's about the best I can do. All right, compadres, comadres. Well, that's it for me. Hearth and Home Viprati from the Marquee series. Virginia Perique. Yeah, I guess it's okay. All right, comadres, comadres. Thank you for watching. If you still are. Bye, adios.